Hey everyone, welcome back to Dark Souls 3. My name is Joy, and this is Game Center Crown. Full disclosure, I just recorded like 45 minutes, like the next part, and my software didn't capture any of it. So I'm gonna run through it again to the best of my ability, because this game auto-saves, so unfortunately I can't back up. But, yeah, I'm pretty tilted about it, but I'll do what I can. We've already lit another bonfire in this area, like that's how far we got, but I'll try and retrace my steps the best I can. The only thing I think that's going to be really different is we're not going to have an NPC invasion, and I'll talk about that, and we're also not going to get the correct dialogue at the church doors that we got before, and you're probably thinking, what church doors? I'll show you. So anyway, there's a little ambush right here. Okay, look, I'm tired of everything going wrong today. Thank you. Be wary of above and then curse. This is true. Above, you'll see our curse meter filling up, and then this spiky little asshole will drop down. And he's not the last, and the screen got blurry there because we were behind a cobweb. We also have picked up a bunch of items here. I'll stop and read them all when I feel it's appropriate. I'm so upset. I lost like an hour of footage. Kill the curse guy first, then get the regular guy. What are you gonna drop? A hollow gem. Not worth it. Not worth the effort. But we get to see a really cool new enemy here. Look at this guy. Aren't you badass looking? What kind of Hot Topic edgelord shit? They're kind of surprisingly squishy for how fearsome they look, as you can see. As I get my brains knocked out on the wall. Ugh. Alright, well that's not how I wanted this to start at all. And I actually died at the end of last episode, which means I just lost over 138,000 souls. Everything hurts. Nothing is beautiful. Welcome to Dark Souls. Yeah, and I basically just ate through 6 embers because in the last episode, well, what should have been the last recording, I kept dying in really kind of hilarious ways. Like, 2 of them were because of weird glitches, and then all sorts of other shit went wrong. But I'm determined to keep on trucking, even though I'm pretty pissed right now. But, yeah, that was that guy that we just fought here, and I'm gonna fight again and be a little less greedy and lackadaisical with it, he's called a ring knight, and you'll notice he has that symbol, the dark mark, on his chest. The dark soul of man sort of ring. And we'll get to learn a little bit about that. I actually got a piece of his armor in the last playthrough where it didn't save my footage, and maybe we got an ember, thank God. But let me just tell you about these guys a little bit. Can I get you to flip over on your back? No. Okay, well, you saw the ring on his chest, and it looks a lot like the dark sign. The dark sign is the sign of an accursed undead. The dark sign returns its bearer. Carriers of the dark sign are reborn after death and eventually lose their minds, turning hollow. And so it is they are driven from their homelands. I actually picked up a piece of their equipment in the dead recording. I can't believe it. I like went to my computer to check, and I'm like, and it just didn't record anything. It recorded 45 seconds of 45 minutes. It was awful. But anyway, these are the Ring Knight gauntlets. Malformed black gauntlets of the Ringed Knights. The armor of early men was forged in the abyss and betrays a smidgen of life. For this reason, the gods cast a seal of fire upon such armor and those who possess them. So this is a protective measure taken by the gods to, like, sort of seal this abyss armor. We also picked up... we're gonna encounter a swamp in a bit. Spoiler alert. But in the swamp, we picked up the Ringed Knight Straight Sword. And it is a straight sword wielded by the ringed knights. The arms of early men were forged in the abyss and betray a smidgen of life. For this reason, the gods cast a seal of fire upon their swords. The skill is Ember. That's what we saw this guy just use. Stand ready with the time-worn blade as it restores its ancient brilliance and reignites a short-lived flame. From this stance, transition to normal or strong attack. Yeah, so there's that. And then I'm going to try and do the walkthrough sort of portion here. We have a guy hiding right there. A hollow. Fuck out my face. There is a hollow with curse affliction back here. You can see our curse meter going up. And then there's one more right here. And that was some glitchy shit, Dark Souls. Anyway, we got him in the end. We encounter a new type of enemy again right here. He should look sort of familiar. If you stand in that little circle that he's casting, here, I'll let him do it. It'll take life off of you. They can also heal themselves, which is super annoying. But you can take a look at these guys. They're wearing blue robes with that sort of pilgrim backing, and we have seen this before. If we look at the cleric blue robe, garb worn by a cleric turned undead, unmistakable vibrant blue robes. It is said that the blue-robed travelers were entrusted with a duty. They bore large covers on their backs to ensure that they would not become seedbeds for spreading darkness. Yet these guys are here, so they got afflicted somehow. We can also see people carrying a ring, literally, you know, carrying that ring of fire, man being burdened with the curse. Yeah, and you have to keep moving when they cast that. And you can see how much it takes off of you if you accidentally get stun locked into it. We should be encountering a few more of these assholes over here. Asshole just tried to take a swing at me. Ooh, you're... Yeah, and I would have gotten hurt if I stayed in there, but you see he healed himself. And I knocked that turtle on his back. I'm wearing the silver cat ring, so I'm actually just going to jump down. There is another ringed knight down here, and I believe it's where that flame is. Actually, I'm not entirely certain, but yeah, he's over there. And he has a spear, and he's scary. And I actually have no idea where that asshole is that casts that stupid-ass spell. But it has a crazy range of effect. Ooh, what are you gonna drop? Stock dung pie? Yeah, great. We also have a hella bunch of Herald Knights and Hollows, and everything's after us. Okay, so back here is Shira.
I beg of thee, put the great dragon to rest, before the dark consumeth him and his vows are forgot.
Okay, so that's all she's gonna say to us now, but... fucking Herald Knights, I swear to God, dude, and there's a bunch of Hollows down here. Yada, 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 yada. I'm doing my best to kind of, like, recap all of this, because obviously all that footage is lost to the sands of time. We have another dark, or ringed knight over here, with their crazy-ass shield. And that's the Ember move that we can pull now if we would so want to. And if everything could stop kicking my ass today, that'd be so great. Really tired of everyone's bullshit, frankly. Ah! Cool. Get wrecked. Gonna drop anything good? Titanite chunk. We also picked up these guys' veil. Their hood, rather. If I were the hood, where would I be? The ringed knight hood. These knights don abyss-tainted black cloth with layer upon layer hiding their eyes. This was nothing less than an attempt to reveal that which the seal of the fire has occluded, a subtle defiance of the gods' wishes. They throwing down for real. So anyway, This is more of what we did in the lost footage. And then up here, we got invaded by a dark spirit. Alva, it actually just said Seeker of the Spurned. And his name was and it's Alva. And we know that because, for starters, there is a body back here, right here. And we picked up the Black Witch set from it. I hate this, guys. I really wish we were seeing this. But, like, the Black Witch hat, the purple hat of the witch Zuli, who intended to seduce Alva the Wayfarer, but eventually became his closest supporter, spending her entire life with him. The pointed hat is a symbol of heretical magical crafts, and Zuli wore hers with an unspoken but deep sense of pride, because she a witchy bitch. We also picked this one up in the swamp that we're going to encounter soon. And it's the purple veil of the witch Zuli, who intended to seduce Alva. Zuli's veil was for travel and to hide her affiliation with the misunderstood craft of witches. So this one, even though she was very proud of being a witch, sometimes you just want to be low-key, and that's when you wear the veil. Just to show you more of this set, the Black Witch garb. We got the full set. It was the hat, you know, the gauntlets, the leggings, all of it. And we know who Alva is because we actually have his armor, and this is Alva armor, protection of Alva, Seeker of the Spurned. So when we were invaded, it said Dark Spirit, Seeker of the Spurned. And then after we get Zuli's set from defeating him because he was guarding that body with Zuli's set, it mentions Alva, the Wayfaring Knight. And so this is Alva, Seeker of the Spurned. His steel body armor is trimmed to reduce weight, and to this day troubadours sing of tales of the wandering knight Alva and his travels, and of his involvement with the saint and the witch. So the witch is Zuli, and needless to say, the songs traditionally end in tragedy, just like my footage. Nope, not over it. Anyway, we actually picked up quite a bit in the last episode, and I'm like so mad that I'm having to give you guys this half-ass version. So we spoke to someone at that gate. Her name is Shira. She is the knight who guards Filianor, who has like sworn her life to protect Filianor. Filianor is the youngest daughter of Gwyn, who was left in the Ring City and who he said he would come back for when the time was right. By speaking to Shira, she lets us know that the lady slumbers. She slumbers by the fire as sort of like a martyrdom to man. She does it for the sake of man. And that we should not wake her from her slumber. Earlier we heard that the lady's slumber was a deceit. So, who are we to believe here? But Shira, she also gave us a task. She asked us if, well, first, when we came up to the door, she said, "Do you know your God's name? Have you forgotten?" Because we may have gone hollow and forgotten. And so when we answer Gwyn, she says, "You're a goodly hollow. You know, like you're clearly a very kind, good person. No wonder you still remember our God's name." She also, sorry, trying to recap everything. She dropped a lot of knowledge on us. She also asks us to defeat a dragon. His name is Midir, and he is kin to the archdragons. In the beginning, there were only archtrees and archdragons. Everlasting dragons is another name. And if you'll remember, Seath the Scaleless betrayed his dragon brothers and sisters and told Gwyn their weakness to the scales of stone that kept them from dying. And the weakness was lightning, which is sort of Gwyn's hallmark move. So Midir is related to those dragons. But more importantly, Midir had the mission of protecting Filianor and just sort of beating back the dark. Unfortunately, he was tainted by the dark, and Shira has asked us to put him down before he's fully consumed by the dark and he forgets his mission, because he's already showing signs of not keeping his duty because he's been afflicted by the dark. And because we agreed to help her, she gave us a catalyst, the Sacred Chime of Filianor, a sacred chime blessed by Princess Filianor, matriarch of the church. Filianor's favor knows no boundaries, and this sacred chime expands the range of vicinity affecting miracles that heal, cure, or provide other enhancements. So That's what we learned from Shira. And that's what she meant when she was like, please put the dragon to rest, when we spoke to her at the door. Now that that's been wrapped up, we're going to continue on our path here. And yes, I knew I wasn't going to meet that. Ooh, God. I've died to these Herald Knights more times than I'd like to count. You can see they rise out of this fucking swamp. The good news about this swamp, if there is ever good news for a swamp, is that it is not poisonous, as you can see. And these guys tend to scurry away, the little ones. You only have to worry about these big guys. He has a staff. But more importantly, I want to come up here and show you guys the bonfire that we already lit, but we're going to rest at it. This one is the Ring City streets. We began at the ringed inner wall. So replenish our Estus there. We cannot open this gate from this side. Our princess is in another castle. And aha! One of the primordial serpents is here. I don't know which one it would be. If the Silver Knights are here, of whom we are cosplaying as, it would probably be Kingseeker Frampt, would be my guess. But then again, we're having a lot of discussions about dark. Those locust-like creatures are saying a lot of things like, do not fear the dark, the abyss will embrace you, and they're giving us all these stories. This could be Darkstalker Kath. So, we just don't know. We just don't frickin' know, man. But, I can come down here. Woo! Look, friend! Oh, I've never seen him do that, actually. And let the feast begin, indeed, I guess. They tend to say, fear not the dark and let the feast begin. That's why I said that. I actually picked up a bunch of items out here as well. There are more to grab, though, so don't you worry, man. I'm actually gonna take a run around here and see what we can find. You only have to worry about the big locusts. I am out of stamina, so I'm gonna back up. You can just stop with that shit, buddy. Get Soul of an Unknown Traveler and Twinkling Titanite from that guy dying. He mumbles something like, I shall partake, when he jumps up. They all sort of mumble something. We can come up here, actually. Look, stop with your magic. Yep, want to get away from him. Gonna heal up. And then on his back. Boy, bye. I'm not sure what I'm looking at there. That is Adjudicator sending some shit after us. I actually want to run around to try and not get wrecked by whatever nonsense the Adjudicator is going to summon. And I saw a shiny up here, and therefore I'm going to run for it. We got a white branch, something. I'll check it out in a second. Titanite chunk. Yeah, we got all sorts of shit happening back here, don't we, boys? Alright. Come over here where these guys are praying to a monolith of some sort, but we can run in here and just come get an item, which is the Church Guardian Shiv, which... Are you guys gonna block me in here? You fucking clowns. Go to hell, the lot of you. Okay. And we're just gonna keep running. You can see these big-ass Herald Knights, which are thankfully not alive. I was actually kind of afraid I was going to startle the witch there. Over here, we see this motherfucker, who is just straight up Dragon Slayer armor. Remember that boss from Lothric? This is him, just straight up Dragon Slayer armor 2.0, bitch. Okay, got it. Cool, thank you. Oh, I'm stuck on something. This is how I ended the last of my eaten footage, was fighting this guy. I got him down, almost to death, but was not able to make it happen all the way before I ran out of Estus. Oh God, you are such a cunt. God. And he has crazy range on that weapon, which we know from our past excursions. Whoa! I didn't mean it. But I'm gonna try and beat this guy for you. He gives us really good armor if we do. Woo! That could have been fucking lights out. Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Okay. Up it. You are such an asshole! You're an asshole in Mothric, and you're an asshole now. You might be wondering, oh, is this like a descendant of Dragon Slayer armor? No, this is just Dragon Slayer armor. Like, straight up, this is just Dragon Slayer armor. And there's a reason why he's down here, and we're gonna find it out in a second if I can kill him. And it looks like we're about there. We're getting there, at least. Ooh, that did not look good. Oh, God. Damn it. No. No! Spoke too fucking soon. Y'all, it's been a day. But yeah, we're gonna get some lore when we defeat him. We get a really good set of armor when we defeat him. Spoiler alert. And you might be thinking, hey, we already have Dragon Slayer armor. There is more to be had. We picked up a few things. We picked up... what all did we pick up, actually? We picked up... hold on, I know what we can talk about. We picked up the Church Guardianship. The special throwing blade was a flat tip and is wielded by guardians of the Church of Filianor. Consume FP to protect illusory blades which seek their targets. Guardians of the Church, of whom few remain, watch over Princess Filianor's eternal slumber along with the Spears of the Church. The Spears of a Church is another covenant that we can actually get through this DLC and that we will be getting. We picked up something else. We picked up, I believe it's, yes, the white birch bow. That's what we picked up. A short bow crafted with white birch, endowed with light manipulating magic. The bow is a relic from an ancient land of sorceries that was swallowed by the abyss. Ulasil. Most known for its folktale of the heroic abyss walker. Yeah, it was Ulasil. If you'll think back, this is a sort of a place at the end of the world where everything sort of meshes together, so it makes sense that we're finding all this random shit. And I actually want... I want that shiny. I want it. It's a Titanite chunk. Not necessarily worth it, gotta say. This guy is gonna rip a Beyblade on us. And it's gonna hurt a lot. And then he's gonna do his stupid casting bullshit. And frankly, I've had a fucking enough of it. I've had enough of all these assholes. I've had enough of everything in the swamp. But I want to... Are you guys gonna Beyblade as well? No. That's fine by me. Oh, you're gonna heal like a little bitch. Okay, there's that. Bye. Okay, and then what are you guys hiding back here? Soul of a Crestfallen Knight. Not necessarily worth it, gotta say. But there is a ladder over here, and I did take a look at this in the Eaton footage. So we'll do it again. And yes, we will go back and deal with Dragon Slayer Knight, don't you worry. Or Dragon Slayer Armor, rather. There is a lot to discover in this area. So, don't you worry.
One poor girl slew her own kin, but even so, was embraced. enveloped by the abyss. 'Twas a comfort that neither moon nor sunless sky afforded her before. Fear not the dark, my friend, and let the feast begin.
So we have another story of the abyss embracing somebody, of somebody finding comfort in the abyss. This is all just a big sales pitch for the abyss, really. Nor moonlight or sunless sky. I'm wondering if that's the dark moon Nidus. I'm not entirely sure, though. My lore knowledge, unfortunately, does not run that deep.
One met the dark with learning, but in the end learned his knowledge was wanting. The world began without knowledge, and without knowledge will it end. Does not this ring clear and true? Fear not the dark, my friend, and let the feast begin.
So somebody found the dark by pursuing knowledge, but in the end found that they were lacking knowledge, or it wasn't enough. This makes me think of Seath the Scaleless, who drove himself mad in the Duke's Archives, because his whole thing was trying to find a way to be everlasting, even though he was sort of mutated. Shortcut ahead. Oh, hello. But, yeah. Yeah. I think that one might be Seath. We have a ringed knight. We also have this motherfucker. And the ringed knight is guarding. Yep, that's a cool little shield that they have. And we can actually get that shield. Do something sort of predictable so I know how to deal with you. What is that? Oh my god, I didn't even realize what was happening there. And then this cursed ass motherfucker is over there. Yeah, I'm gonna run. How about that? We get a ringed knight spear. Cool. I see this guy on the wall over here. We're just gonna run anyway. He's cursed. They're cursed. Everybody's cursed. Here, cursed. There, cursed. Everywhere, cursed, cursed. Oh, no! Oh, this was bad news bears the entire way. What the friggity fuck? Oh, we're just gonna roll up out of here. Bye, bitch. We're gonna go up the ladder and go a different way. Stay the fuck away from me. Yeah, we're not done with this area by a long shot, y'all. We got a couple more episodes in us, for sure. This little asshole will lead you to oblivion if you let him. Yeah, bye. Another ring knight. You'll see there's two over there. But funny story, we can just run the hell away from that. But what I want to do is I actually want to lure them both over here and then run past the best I can. Yep, so there's one guy. That's another cool little shield attack that they have. There's got to be something back here, right? Right? Oh god! Yeah, there's that guy back here. There's also Covetous Gold Serpent Ring +3. This is where our buddy Lap should be, actually. I don't think we may have not triggered him here yet. Our buddy Lap does in fact make it. Be wary of defeat. What the fuck? Okay. Are we gonna get invaded again? Is that what's about to happen? No! Okay. God, that scared the shit out of me. Okay. Get away. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. Now I'm gonna just so we get a lot of +3 rings in here. Oh, and when we defeated all the Seeker of the Spurned, we got the Wolf Ring +3. Just so you know. Just so you know. And in here, Silver Knight Leto. We've been seeing this guy be called forth from one of the Judicators when he does his little screech. Yeah, this guy has a big fucking hammer. That was not fair at all. Fuck off. Who wore it better, me or him? The Silver Knight armor, that is. Oh, he has incredible poise, and it takes off a ton of health, as you can see. Ugh. This guy. Fucking Leto. Why with that area of effect bullshit? Alright. Come on, let's do this. Do some bullshit. Sorry, I'm going silent. I just don't want to fuck this up. Woo! Why? Every time. Okay, let's calm down, dude. Oh, this might be death. Nope, made it. Okay. Buddy, I've had it up to here with everyone's shit today. I've had it up to here with my computer shit, with the Harald Knights, with you. No, I am in a wall. Okay. That was ugly. Ooh, that stagger. Woo! Yeah, I don't know what the area of effect on that thing is. Thank Christ. Fuck up out of here. Dark Spirit Leto has been destroyed. We get an Estus back and Leto's Great Hammer. Okay. Where is it? Great Hammer wielded by the Silver Knight Leto. Leto's hammer is by far the heaviest weapon amongst those wielded by the Knights of Anor Londo. Leto, an eccentric who traveled across the outskirts, became a close friend to the Giants and even Havel the Rock. This kind of is interesting in that it seems to lend evidence that the Silver Knights were not just a bunch of, you know, kind of uniform foot soldiers, but that they had personalities and kind of hopes and dreams outside of just serving Lord Gwyn. Which is interesting. It's not something you expect. There's the fucking Judicator, who would summon a sort of a phantom version of Leto. And the Judicators are those big guys, just in case I'm not being clear about that. But, yeah, that's what's up here. So, it's about all she wrote as far as this area is concerned. I don't think we can get back up there, which means we're probably going to have to jump down. Oh! And I see a shiny. I see a fucking shiny, which means... Yep, and there's a little note here letting us know. And I have the silver cat ring on, once again, which is why I'm not taking any damage from this fucking shit. Okay, and then... There we go. What do we got? Havel's ring +3. We are just gonna slip this shit on right quick. Holy shit. Good. Very good. Very happy about that. Not all was lost in this playthrough, it seems. We'll platform on down. And we have 5 Estus, which is not ideal at all. So we're actually gonna go back to this bonfire over here and get replenished. And then we'll do some more adventuring here. Unfortunately, a bunch of shit's gonna be alive again. And no, I haven't forgot about Dragon Slayer armor. I just don't feel like getting my ass beat again. Ugh! Yeah, this happened in the last footage too, so I'm glad you guys got to see it. Not glad that I have to burn an Estus flask right here, but here we are. And that's the Judicator We get to meet a Judicator named Argo. I keep wanting to call him Judicator Argo, but that is not the case. Up here, this is where we found the straight sword, the Ringed Knight straight sword, in case you're trying to find it. We also have this sunken-ass chapel, which has tons of Ringed Knights all over it. Just tons of Ringed Knights. We can get up there and take a look around, because there is treasure to be had. No! Don't touch me. Yep, there's treasure back here. Twinkling Titanite. Gotta get the twinkle sprinkle. We can actually shortcut. Sounds good to me. But we were told about a dragon that we need to deal with, but first I want to unlock a shortcut. Just heard a dragon! Oh shit! Visions of dragon. But we can come in here. Ah! Shortcut. Praise the shortcut. Excellent. Okay. And over here is a riddle. Show your humanity if we read the engraving here. Now, this is very tricky. This is quite tricky. If you have the chameleon spell, if you have the chameleon spell, that'll work. But we also have Young White Branch, which works the exact same way as chameleon, thankfully. But what we can do here, and this is important, so we're gonna go do it right now. Gonna do it right quick. Is we actually need to go pretty far out here into the swamp. This guy will pop up out. And we need to do the Young White Branch. Okay, or we could just get our ass wrecked by the Judicator's fucking archers. But we need to be in the swamp when we do it. Get away from me, you motherfuckers. Here. There's Leto. There's our buddy fucking Leto. You'll notice he has the massive hammer. That's how we know who it is. But I want to do this. No, I don't want to turn into a rock. God damn it. How far out here do I need to be? Pretty far, I think. Actually, maybe not. But I do want to get my Estus back up in the picture. And if I can kill this fucking Judicator, that would be ideal. For now, we get the Soul of a Weary Warrior. Oh, God. Okay, got it. Cool story, dude. God. I just want to be... There's a trick to this. I promise. And I might be actually too far out if I stop and think about it. But I don't think that's the case. God. Yeah, fucking Leto is chasing us. Here. We are humanity. And we would have made it if not for that asshole, because we become sort of invulnerable when, Look. Dude, I have had it. I've had it. I fucking have had it with everything going on here. No! God fucking Christ. Get your crystal shit away from me! Y'all, I'm having a hard fucking time. And he sprayed something on us that made it hard to move. Sort of like the candle wax in the archives. No, you shall not partake. Fuck off, bro. What? Soul of a Crestfall. Yeah, souls, whatever. Oh, they're guarding something too, aren't you? I just want the shit! Oh my god. Y'all. This is the worst. I just want that fucking item. It's rubbish! Okay. Now I'm hoping I can do this in peace. Now we're humanity. Okay, so this is what humanity looks like. And we should be invulnerable as we cross this fucking ocean of muck. Ay, ay, ay. All that. But yeah, we move really slowly and we can't attack or else it breaks the spell. So, what are you gonna do? Move crazy slow, I guess. Are you kidding me? We're supposed to be invulnerable out here when we have that shit going. This is dumb. This is real dumb, y'all. Oh my god. I swear to god, the last time I did the humanity thing, it may have been patched. I don't know. Who knows? Who fucking knows at this point? Okay, thank you. We only have 3 young white branches left, which makes me nervous. No, and I just wasted it to become fucking crystals. We only have 1 fucking... God, get away! If I sound frustrated, it's because I am. You know what? Fuck this. Hold on. Ugh. Bonfire last rested at. Bye! Anyway, you have to turn into humanity and come back to that wall. And it'll unlock what the secret is. That's how you deal with that puzzle. I'm actually gonna let this episode run kind of long because we need to catch up on a bunch of shit. Yeah. So, now that we have our frickin' Estus back, I actually wonder... I think, yeah, we have 2 branches left, which, ugh, not ideal. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna run straight out here. I'm gonna take care of this motherfucker first. Asshole. Oh, what'd you drop? Soul of a Nameless Soldier, which means it's worthless. And then I'm going to... No! I want to be humanity! There we go. Christ. This is our last white branch, so it needs to work. Oh my god. But yeah, for those of you that have played Dark Souls 1, for those of you that haven't, this is what humanity looks like. It is a literal Dark Soul-like figure with 2 little googly eyes on it. And you'll notice it looks a bit different than a Deep Soul Dreg, but not too much different. Deep Soul Dregs tend to have a purple, bluish hue to it. You can hear we still have footsteps. But it's interesting, because what the White Branch and Chameleon does is it affects your immediate surroundings for you to blend in. So, a swamp made of abyss-like creatures, I guess. One of the ways you can blend in is to assume the form of humanity. But if we show our humanity, we get a fucking ladder. All that for a ladder. So help me God. But here we are. And it'll take us someplace grand. And we hear a roaring and a rumbling in the background. And, yep, we want to make sure there's nothing behind us. This is above... well, this actually drops us off somewhere else. I thought this was the same, but there are 2 ringed knights and a judicator. So we need to be hauling ass. There's the judicator. We can come down here. And we want to... I just fucked that up! Even wearing the silver cat ring, for some reason I died. Fucking fabulous. Okay. But anyway, we have that unlocked, so we can just go back there now. Oh my god. And we still have to deal with fucking Dragon Slayer armor, dude. We still have to deal with Dragon Slayer armor. And we are mowing through our embers here. Good news is, we don't have to do that humanity bullshit again. This ladder is just here now. For our pleasure. So we're gonna go back. You'll remember that our buddy Lap, Amnesiac Lap, was mentioning how he's trying to get to the Ring City and go to the Purging Monument to remember who he was. To sort of purge his hollow state. We're actually gonna purge ours because we were at like 99% hollowing. And I feel like it's having a negative effect, frankly. I think I'm actually gonna go this way. We'll see if this is a bad idea in a second. Bye, Judicator. Ugh, don't touch me, bro. And you'll see there's actually a ladder here, because I'm an idiot. Alright. Get Large Soul of a Crestfallen Knight, but more importantly, here is the Purging Monument of the Ring City. It's made of a bunch of nasty bloodborne skulls. You can pray to the Purging Monument. I request absolution. You have not sinned. Well, request dissolution. Your curse can be lifted for 10,500 souls. Will you request to reverse hollowing? Yes. Hollowing reversed. Your curse has been lifted. Leave. So now we should be a beautiful, beautiful boy. And we are. We have our body back. God bless. Which means we can wear this sexy shit that we picked up. Where is it? It's... yeah, the Desert Pyromancer garb. Mmm, sexy. Battle titty out. Just like Hanzo in Overwatch. What a good time. Anyway, we actually might be able to... nah, we can't wear that, can we? That actually has better physical defense. I might switch to a Dragon Slayer armor outfit here. Actually, that might be a good idea. Let's do it. Let's do that. Dragon Slayer gauntlets, and then Dragon Slayer leggings. I forget what there they are. Yeah, we are looking cool. And we also, this was patched. We have the plume back on our helmet now. That was not available when we first played. It's been patched. That's how Ornstein originally looked in Dark Souls 1. Is he had a plume on the back of his head like that. So, pretty cool. Anyway, that's the trick of humanity. And all that jazz. We're gonna climb back up. And I actually don't think we can get back to where we want to get to. But, fuck. I actually want to try and jump down here. Silver cat ring! Yeah! Pro strats. We're gonna get the dragon head shield! Bye, bitch! Okay. What else can we get down here? I feel like we can get more shit. Potentially. Maybe not. I need those summons, those like phantom summons to stop fucking with me though. Like ideally. They would stop touching me, bro. Whoa, buddy. But we picked up one of those bitchin' shields that these guys use, and I think it's this guy over here, the massive one. Whoa, friend! Who gave you the right? Who gave you the right? But, yeah, I don't think there's a way back from here. Other than to... Good, 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 great. So I am actually gonna bust up out of here if I can help it. Go, 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 go! Oh god. Not good, not good, not good, not good, not good. Go, 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 go! Okay. Whew, made it. Ugh, yeah, it'll knock you out of warping back if you get hit, obviously, as we saw. Now that we've dealt with that, this might be a good stopping point, because in the next section we are going to be getting more onto that main quest that Shira wanted us to pursue, which is Midir the dragon. So we picked up a shield, so I'll read about that real quick. Pretty cool shield. Heavy as all get out, though. I think I just passed it. Yeah, I did. Okay. Dragon head shield. This shield, as hard as a great boulder, is formed by the head of the descendant of an archdragon, the everlasting dragons. The ringed knights, by command of the gods, stood amongst the ranks who set out to slay the dragons, but their contributions were never lauded. So they did all this work, and then they weren't rewarded for it, and that might be why they turned their backs on the gods, and the gods feared them because they were strong enough to fight alongside them against the archdragons, and that's why they stamped their armor with that seal to try and contain them, and also the taint of the abyss. The armor forged by the abyss, no less. But I'm actually going to cut it here and pick it up, and we will take on Dark Eater Midir in the next episode. Thank you guys for joining me, and I'm sorry about the lost footage. Later, y'all.